All right, guys. So I just came back from watching Materialists, which stars Dakota Johnson, Pedro Pascal, and Chris Evans. Now, from judging and based on the trailers, it looked like okay. It looks like a romantic drama film. Dakota Johnson plays Dakota. She plays matchmaker. Chris Evans plays, I guess, I guess from I don't even remember the trailers, but from after watching the movie, he plays the ex, and also not only is he plays her ex, but he also plays but he's also his character is like a waiter, like a server for a catering service. And Pedro Pascal is this, very wealthy, handsome, older man. I would say maybe slightly. I don't know the age gap between Dakota Johnson and Pedro Pascal, but he looks like um, he's older, a little bit older. He looks older than Dakota Johnson. But anyway, and I guess Dakota falls in love with Pedro, but Chris Evans. I actually thought Chris Evans was gonna be playing like the jealous ex boyfriend, but thankfully no, because like they avoided any stereotypes or any cliches. There might be one or two of that in here, thrown in here but for me, I didn't get a sense of that. I didn't feel any of that when I was watching the movie. Maybe you guys have. Um, so thankfully they did not. But yeah, Chris Evans, he still has feelings for Dakota Johnson in this film. Yeah, and there's some things that I won't spoil. That have escalated in, I would say, the second act of the film. Yeah. Yeah. Breaking this movie down. Prior to this movie, coming out, I saw the Rotten Tomato score, and the critic score was like over, like it was like I don't even remember. Oh, I want to say 86%. I could be wrong. It might change. It might drop, or it might go up. It might change as of I'm recording. But the last time I checked, I could have swore it said 86%. The critic score for this film on Rotten Tomatoes, and I was like, okay, that's overwhelmingly positive. And after watching this movie, I don't know. I mean, it's not awful. Like, this isn't a god awful movie. But it's not great. This is this is one of those rare times where I actually disagree with the critics, which I don't understand the critics. This is one of those rare moments, where I don't understand the critics why they gave this movie a very high score, because I was sitting and I was watching the whole thing and I was bored. This movie was boring. It was bland. There was just nothing, nothing flew off. Nothing went flying. It was just the movie is called Materialists, but it feels like more like like mineralists. Like there was because that's what it is. This movie, there was so many minimal and minute things in this movie that it was just I was just sitting there just bored out of my eyes. I'd rather go back and watch The Life of Chucky. I'd rather go back and watch How to Train Your Dragon over this film. Like I said, it's not terrible. It's good. It's solid, but it's not nowhere near as The Life of Chucky, or The Life of Chucky, or How to Train Your Dragon. Like, out of all the brand new movies that came out this weekend, which I've seen them all, I would say this would be like the bottom of the list. I would say The Life of Chucky is number one, number two is How to Train Your Dragon, and number three is Materialists. That's how I would rank the brand new movie, like this weekend's, like this Father's Day weekend, films, brand new films. So yeah, um, yeah, yeah. Like I said, like there was the second act of this film didn't really take off that much. It's just kept. I don't know. Like, there's nothing. There's no progress that's being developed. If that makes any sense. Maybe I don't think it does. Um, but yeah, that's the best way I can describe it. There's just a minimal amount of experience and things and stuff. I would say Pedro Pascal. Wow, like Pedro Pascal. I would say even though the movie starts and like I said, no spoilers. Don't worry. The movie starts. She starts falling in love with Pedro Pascal, and they start dating with they're dating with each other. They're sleeping with each other, and it's about that time it's about that time where Pedro Pascal is about to like propose to her, but like after that, like it just Pedro Pascal just his character just disappears. It's really this movie. What I'm trying to say is this movie is really is about more of Dakota Johnson and Chris Evans than Pedro Pascal. You know, he's like more of a sideline character of a sideline actor. That's not, but that's just a fact. It's not a nitpick or an issue that I have with the film. It's just a fact. Just to let you a little disclaimer, just to let you know going into this film. Um, but yeah, that's I'm sorry. Like I was just sitting and I was just waiting for some entertainment experience, but instead I was just honestly just bored, and I just found it to be bland. Not an awful movie. It's not a train wreck. It's not an awful movie. And don't get me wrong. Please don't get me wrong. It's just, yeah, I just really don't understand the critics score for this one. I always, most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time, I agree with the critics score on Rotten Tomatoes. Well, 50 to like I would say somewhat to most of the time I agree with the critics score on Rotten Tomatoes. Um but this is one of those times this is one of those rare times, everyone, that I actually disagree with the critics score. I don't know you know what they've been smoking or what they saw. They must have saw something better than what I did, than what I just saw, because for me, I saw was a big disappointment. But I do love Pedro Pascal. I mean, come on, Pedro Pascal, Dakota Johnson, Chris Evans. These are like incredible actors. Um, I just wish there was more to the story, and I would just wish there was more to the story, and I just wish the narrative would have progressed and took off, and then take away and form into something better, but it didn't. But anyway, I was let down. I was disappointed. I was just bored out of my eye socket. I was just bored. But yeah, thank you so much. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have to say for Materialists. Please like and subscribe. Definitely subscribe, because that would help me and my YouTube channel out a lot. I mean, seriously. When you subscribe to my YouTube channel, it keeps me making more. It keeps me making more videos like this, which is something I'm passionate about, which is something I love, is to make YouTube videos, because it's just like I said, I just love it. I just love making YouTube videos and just talking to everyone out there on YouTube, to you guys. So thank you, everyone. I love you guys. I appreciate your support. I'm thankful for your support, and I will see you in my next video. Peace.